awesome family, welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, we are not in Disney anymore, my friends. We've made it to Universal Studios. We are going to Halloween Horror Nights. This is the 30th anniversary of Halloween Horror Nights. Now, I will say, this is not for children, so if you're watching with kiddos, or if you are a kiddo, this video is not gonna be for you, so please click away. Fair warning, there's gonna be some pretty graphic things that are gonna be shown in today's vlog. But nonetheless, it's gonna be super exciting and super fun. We have 11 haunted houses to go through. 11? 10 haunted houses to go through, and then also several scare zones which we're gonna be walking through as well. I apologize for any profanity in advance. I will do my best to bleep. There will be screaming, there will be flashing lights. It's gonna be epic. Alex, are you so excited?
I am very excited. I think I'm like the most excited. I love Disney, but I absolutely adore Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm so excited to experience this with Jessi for her first time. I promise to protect her. I promise to not run away. I will also be trying to hold my ground, but I'm so very excited for this.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be epic. But we have an early entry, so we actually get in from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. to all the regular rides. So we're definitely gonna be riding ET. So there will be some more Universal stuff before we get into Horror Nights, but the main focus of this video is going to be Halloween Horror Nights, so let's get scared? Oh God. Something that I will preface is like, I am not into horror movies. I don't like being scared, so this is gonna be a really interesting experience. So maybe I'll be able to provide like a perspective of someone who doesn't typically go to these sorts of things. So I'm really excited to kind of share that with you and see kind of what it's all about. Either way, I know we're gonna have such a good time. So it'll be fun no matter what. It just, I don't know if I'll be a returning guest. We're gonna find out later on. Taste of what's going to happen to me later on. By the end of the video, I will progressively start looking more and more like this gentleman. Headed into the tribute store now. We're going to get some shopping in before we go to Halloween Horror Nights so we can put it in a locker so we're not carrying it around all evening. But there was a t-shirt that I really wanted to get, so we're going to go into this tribute store. It's absolutely stunning. Here is the outside of it. Jackie and the trackers on the wall in here, which is super fun. Little Jackson tracker, such a cutie. Had a very successful tribute store experience. They really shoved everything in here, this tiny bag. I'm totally fine with it. We're headed to go and get a locker to put this in so we don't have to carry it around all night. And we stopped and Alex is getting a passion tea party drink. That's Myers dark rum, shaken with honest tea, half and half, lemonade, blue Caraco, huckleberry, lemon, and a dash of allspice bitters, topped with a dehydrated orange. Wow, that sounds incredible. Also, Jack though. Oh, can we see?
So this is...
Isn't that the first ever poster or something along those lines? Wasn't someone saying that?
Like the fifth or the first.
Okay.
Like that. Again,
it's an older poster.
It's an older, definitely one of the OGs. Let's just kind of put it that way. And it does say the 30th anniversary on the back.
That's so cool.
And I'm not going to do it now because it's still light out, but it glows up.
Ooh, fancy.
It glows up, so it's going to be really nice at night. Again, you do not need an alcoholic beverage in order to get
good.
this.
Okay, so I might get that.
Even for yourself, if you just want to get a regular drink in there. Yeah, I do it. Now this is like an iced tea drink. It actually smells kind of strong.
Let me smell it. Oh my God. Little change of plan since we were a bit slow. The stay and scream that we wanted to stay in is actually completely full. It's like $5.25. So they sent us to the one near New York. So we will be down in that area, which is okay because it's the Icon's house. Yeah, so it's just on the other side of the lagoon, so no big deal. They still have room for us, obviously, because we paid for it, but anyway, just a little change of plan.
I'm just trying to get my 1 second of fame.
You got it, go for it.
Hi, come see us.
Yeah, woo! It's starting. So we are going into the line to get into HHN Icons, possibly, we're not 100% sure. And This one opens early, so it opens at 6 p.m. The Tooth Fairy opens at 6:30 on some nights. Yeah, it's not every night. But they're opening pretty early today, so wish us luck. Recording is not allowed in the houses, so I thought before we actually review the houses after we've gone through them, I would show you guys a little trailer or show you a little bit more information about the house that we are getting ready to review. So I hope you enjoy this little snippet of Halloween Horror Nights Icons. Our first house is HHN Icon. So apparently Universal Studios has multiple mascots for this event. So this is news to me. Jack is my favorite. He's a clown because I just think clowns are fun. But this is like imagine it's like America's Got Talent, but like for murdering. And so basically at the end, they like crown a winner of like who's the most murderous, amazing, scary person. Okay, first house down, Halloween Horror Nights Icons. It was very scary. I think what they don't tell you is how like claustrophobic and everything is like really close quarters, very close quarters. And though they have like cellophane, it's not cellophane, but they have clear plastic on for certain ones, and it looks like a wall. I mean, people just like smack it and like, oh my god, it was so crazy. But seeing all the icons, because I've never been before, it was like really super cool. And also Jack, I was like, Jack, yeah! And he was
Screaming
like,
for Jack and
we
Jen.
were.
Yeah.
And Jack was like, call me, and I was like, so I gotta call him later.
Yeah.
Don't tell Jessi. Don't tell Jessi. All right, Alex, what did you think?
I loved it because I'm aware of like all these icons and they're all there in the house. It's super, super fun. And just like a little trick that we did because it was early, we didn't use our express pass, so we got into the general line and we got it within 5 minutes. So what apparently happens is at the end of the house, they're supposed to have a winner. We won't say who our winner is, but we'll say more towards the end of the night. And we can go again with our express, but I absolutely loved it. We had some good scares in there.
Oh my gosh, there was this one that was like a toothed person, but they were like looming over the top of us and like would not leave us alone, and I literally just had my face in Alex's back.
I'm like, no, my feet were like, I just want to get by, I just want to get by.
We were stuck in like this tiny room with this terrifying tooth person. It was awful.
Oh, it was so much fun.
So good. 2 thumbs up. Okay, we need to rate these, but we need a second house to be able to start the rating, so we'll talk about that soon. Let's go get some drinks. So we're in the Monsters Cafe, which is the cafe right on the New York side, and we just went through Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. All right, Revenge of the Tooth Fairy is the next house. And so this house is like a goblin tooth fairy that like steals teeth, but like they're just really impatient because they could just wait for the children to like give them the teeth. So it just seems very odd. And then they're trying to kill everyone and then take their teeth. So I feel like they're like whatever they're trading the teeth for is really valuable. Yeah, but they're just like really into teeth. The Revenge of the Tooth Fairy was not my favorite. I liked that they had a storybook element with it. I thought that that was really creative and really beautiful, actually. We got one really, really good scare where a mutant kind of came out of the side and we were not expecting it. So that was pretty cool. I mean, for mutants, it was pretty cool. But overall, it felt like a pretty slow house in general. It's definitely not gonna be my favorite house. Since we've been to 2 houses, I think that we can start ranking them. So I'm gonna give them scary clowns. We're gonna put 1 to 5 scary clowns. 1 being least enjoyable, 5 being most enjoyable. Icons for me is a 4.5 scary clowns. I just really loved the theatrics of it. It also had like a theming that was like Las Vegas. So creative, so colorful. Loved it. Now, Tooth Fairy, I'm gonna give two scary clowns. And the only reason why I'm giving it 2 is because we had one like really, really good scare. I think like the most scary point yet. So I'll give it that. But overall, it's actually been really fun so far. And it's only $6.40?
$6.50.
6:50, and we've already been through 2 houses. We're at Monsters Cafe having some kind of dinner, a little bit like dinner. I'm having dinner. I'm very hungry, so I got a big old half chicken and macaroni and cheese and cauliflower. Alex got mac and cheese. Alex, do you want to talk about Tooth Fairy and what you thought?
Yeah, so what I really liked is that it was kind of like a storybook. Like you're kind of walking into a storybook about a tooth fairy that like if you don't do things well, she's gonna steal your teeth and basically kill you. So I think the idea was there, is just the execution that was kind of okay. I feel like I got like a lot of really good scares, but I could kind of tell when they were coming. For the most part, this is like, unlike Halloween Horror Night Icons, I could kind of sense that they're trying to like tease you and like make you look at different places because it was so contained, versus this one was a little bit more widespread. Another thing is that we had a really older couple in front of us that got lost in the house. So because of it, they were kind of, I felt like the flow wasn't as nice, but I don't think that was even because of just their fault. I think it was also because of the house too. And the reason why I say that is because it was very dark.
It was very dark.
There was like even some of like the fact it was supposed to be a scare, but it was so dark to actually see it. So for me, I kind of agree with Jessi's ranking.
So another thing I will say is that I totally like wore my mask so they didn't see my teeth, not for COVID purposes. But I just didn't want them to see, because they're kind of cute, right? So I like, didn't want them to notice. So we're gonna chug chicken. Look at this chicken. We're gonna chug chicken. I don't know what we're gonna do next, but we're gonna come along.
Join my machine. Join the controller. Stop where you are. You wish to join the machine. Why do you wish to join the race of the machine and the controller?
This one's got a really nice lightsaber. Run! Hello. Hello there. House number 3, Bride of Frankenstein lives. We're heading in. We use our express pass. We also just saw Prince Charming Dev. I didn't say hello, but we were admiring him from afar.
Yeah, hi, if you're watching this, like we wanted to say hi, but we wanted you to have fun as well, so just know that we saw you and we're saying hi from here if you watch this,
Right, it's time for Bride of Frankenstein. Okay, so here's the deal. So here's the Bride of Frankenstein. She's super angry because her man is dead, right? And so she tries to murder all of Dracula's wives because she's going to use like their blood to like apparently give Frankenstein life. I don't really understand the premise of it, but like it's kind of scary. It seems like she's just really vindictive and like is kind of jealous of these brides because their husband is still alive. I'm like, calm down, lady. But anyway,
it's been a few minutes. Actually, it's been, I think, a couple of hours. We went to Bride of Frankenstein. So Bride of Frankenstein, it was okay. I liked the theatrics of it, but as far as like getting scared, I didn't really feel like I got very scared, which honestly, I like, because I don't like scary things, like that is a good thing, but also I just didn't really feel like it was a very good house, unfortunately. So out of scary clowns, I think I'm gonna give that one probably a 3. The one thing that I did really, really enjoy about it was that Frankenstein there is like a really good story that goes along with it where she's trying to resurrect Frankenstein, and at the end, spoiler alert, he comes back alive and then he's there to scare you in another room, which was actually really cool, and he's really, really giant. So I did really, really like that, and also the how it looks and the scenery is really, really beautiful. So, oh hi! Were you scaring me? Look who's here! It's Alex! I'm back. So then Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, so you're in a house and there's a man that's got like a really weird, like, it's like dog chew rawhide on his face. And he like just chases you with a chainsaw. And then he's also a butcher, but then he's also a businessman. So I don't really understand the premise.
It was terrifying. I absolutely hated it. So for experience level, I would give that 0 scary clowns out of 5 because it was awful. Don't go there. It was so bad. They just like kept kept coming with the chainsaws. And there was lots of like anticipation leading up to the first scare. It was just too much. I like peed a little when we, like, this guy behind me just like would not stop trying to chainsaw me. Like was just following me. I'm like, it was just a little much.
Creeper.
It was a little creeper. So I would say if you are easily scared, don't go to that house. I will not be going on that again.
Go through Texas Chainsaw in 2016. They had it here as well during that year.
Was it the same?
It was not the same.
Okay.
It was not the same, but I really enjoyed this one. I enjoyed both of them. So I would rate them more like a 4 or a 5, just because I really liked it and I got really nice and scared. So
Zero
yeah,
scary
she did not like it
I
too
did
much.
not like it. No, that'd be a no for me, dog.
Definitely a no for me, dog.
Making it in a crypt TV right now. Oh, he looks so scary. And look at the guy. Look, he's rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis, girl. Rigor mortis.
Rigor Mortis, girl. It was rigor Mortis.
Are you trying to bring him back to life? Yes. Oh, there it is. Wow. Good job. Oh, beautiful technique. Stunning. We're so, oh, right in the eyeball. Yes. Hi. Hello. I like your nails. Girl, where you get your nails did? You looking beautiful. Hello.
Oh my gosh, she's my favorite.
Beautiful. Hello. Lovely hatchet. You look really beautiful. Wow. Scary though. Oh my gosh, is it Krampus? I know him.
Krampus just licked that girl's head and started vomiting. We just ran into Bethany. Hi, girl. Thank you so much for coming and saying hello. We were both in line for Beetlejuice, so I hope you had a great Beetlejuice experience. I'm so excited to go into this house, but it was so good to see you.
It's Beetlejuice time. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Oh my gosh. This house is literally a walkthrough of the entire film. If you're a Beetlejuice fan, you have to go to this event for this house. You get to interact with him. It is just everything. He's the ghost with the most, and I think you're gonna love this house. Okay, we just finished Beetlejuice. Okay, scary clowns for enjoyment. 6. Loved it. Hands down. It was probably the least scary house, but it was so fun. I love being able to see Beetlejuice. Like, there were several of him in different costumes, and he was talking to everyone and interacting. Absolutely loved it. That's probably going to be my favorite house of the evening, I think. Alex, what did you think?
I think it was a very fun house. I love Tim Burton, I love Beetlejuice, and that was just like, you're literally just walking to the movie.
Yeah.
I would actually say to you, I actually got scared in that one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was just like a
Right.
walkthrough, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be very scenic, very thematic. There was some moments. It was actually
Yeah.
scarier than Tooth Fairy for me.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
was scared more.
Yeah, that's fair. I
Yeah,
could
but-
see that.
But to your point, fun factor, I think it's
Oh my
still
gosh.
definitely a house that everybody should go try. It's just so much fun, especially if you love
And
that
it's
movie.
so colorful, and
Yeah.
everything from the film is there. Like, if you love Beetlejuice, like, this is like going to be next level for you.
Yeah.
So good.
And a lot of fun elements too. There's like the circular kind of spinning cylinder room.
There's a cylinder room. It was like, it reminded me of like Ripley's Believe It or Not. I don't know if you guys have ever been to one of those, but they have a room where there's a barrel spinning and you walk through it. It was that exact, except it was like black and white striped. It was so trippy, and like the person that was working at the end was like laughing at everyone, like going, whoa.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. It was awesome. Thumbs up. 2. There's another thumb here. Yeah. Okay, Jessi from the future. I thought of something about Beetlejuice that I wanted to point out. They actually have a sheet ghost
like a traditional sheet ghost that popped out, scared the crap out of me, and then I just started hysterically laughing. Like, it was such a good moment.
It was
because
so funny.
We've been seeing so many really, really, really terrifying things that was like such a like awesome moment to see. Like,
It's so practical.
Yeah,
because it's so practical. It's actually somebody who's wearing a sheet. Like,
yeah, and
there's
you're like,
nothing
boo!
to it. Yeah, that's
It was hilarious.
The boo. It was the boo too that he did. It was like, boo!
So good. Yeah, so that was another one of my favorite moments.
Oh my god.
One other tree person. Hi.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh God, sorry. Hi, tree person. Hello, very tall tree person. Hello. Hi. Oh.
Sorry about that.
Oh, hi. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Hi. Oh, I loved him.
Yeah.
We just got done at the Gorewood Forest and they had like evil chipmunks. And this, I told him he was so cute and he was like, oh, thank you. I loved it. I was like, you have a bit of Disney in you, don't you?
It's a Chip and Dale on acid,
It
basically.
was, yeah.
So that was a really cute moment. But
We're in line for Scary and I just ran into Katie. Hi, Katie. Thank you so much for watching and saying hello. It was so nice to meet you. But we're gonna go get in this house and it's gonna be real spooky.
The next house is called Welcome to Scary Horror in the Heartland, which, you know, relatable. I mean, I'm originally from Kansas. Okay, I'm going to paint a picture for you. So imagine you're in your hometown and you're like, man, I really need a Halloween costume. So you like go to Spirit Halloween, but you don't realize that at the time, it's actually Friday the 13th. And this is what that house is in a nutshell. Boom.
So we just got out of Cary, Ohio. Cary, Idaho? Cary, Ohio?
Cary, Ohio.
Cary, Ohio. It was a very intense house. There were lots of scares like immediately and it just kept going and going and going. I didn't love it. I think I'd probably give it a 3. 3 scary clowns for enjoyment. I mean, there were some good scares. There was a very scary, apparently I'm very scared of women in white dresses because that seems to spook me a bit, but it was just kind of mediocre for me. Alex, what did you think of Cary, Ohio?
Scary? Ohio?
Yeah, Scary, Ohio. My bad.
So Scary. So what I really appreciate is that one of the, I think, like originators of Halloween Horror Nights, he's actually from Cary, Ohio, and so he created all these like characters around like throughout the years and to pass. So there was some like characters that I actually noticed from like past years.
Oh, that's cool.
Which was really cool. Specifically when I was going to like the seasons, like there was like the one that looked like kind of like the big boy. There was like another
the big
there
boy.
was, like,
And then there was like Santa Claus area.
Santa Claus, exactly. So like there's a couple characters like, oh, that's cool. Like we've seen that before. It could have like I didn't really understand the story too much. It was kind of like a mishmash of different things.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed the house though. It was still a lot of fun.
Right.
Welcome to the Wicked Growth realm of the pumpkin. Okay, hear me out. There's a pumpkin lord, and this pumpkin lord is made out of pumpkin, and they love being surrounded by lots of jack-o'-lanterns, which is a little bit messed up when you think about it because he's actually a pumpkin. So okay, we get it, guy. You're kind of intense. He also has lots of like people that work for him that like, you know, do murder things. And I think they're like to sacrifice for him to like make him grow stronger because he's got this like really intense need to kind of take over maybe Halloween, maybe the world. We're not really sure, but I'm sure that they'll address that maybe next year.
Okay, we just completed a Wicked Growth and it was a really interesting house because number one, the entry is beautiful. It was so Halloween-y, with jack-o'-lanterns everywhere, and the entire hallway kind of like was just jack-o'-lanterns. It was so gorgeous. And then, so it's like a whole story, right? And there you actually go through like a pumpkin patch, you go into a pumpkin. There were all sorts of pumpkin demons. I got the most scared I've ever been. I got so scared that, so there was a guy like crawling behind me and then a guy in front of Alex, and like there was just nowhere to escape to. Nowhere.
It was absolutely fantastic.
It was ridiculous. But, I mean, even though it was
even though it was scary, there were like witches and there was the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
And then there was like a pumpkin demon.
Yeah,
that was like
a pumpkin lord or something.
And then there was like a big jack-o'-lantern that came out, like a skull-shaped jack-o'-lantern
Like
that was
huge,
huge. It was like 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
Why? It was just wild. So I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 scary clowns, which is pretty good for enjoyment, which I didn't expect because I didn't think that I'd want to be scared and enjoy it, but that was actually really fun. What did you think?
I'm giving it a 10 on 5. It was my
Oh my
favorite house. It was my
God.
favorite house.
Okay.
Honestly. I just think in terms of like theming, theatrics, scares, scenery, like
was
just
so
the
beautiful.
storyline too. Like I
Oh, and
look
it
for
smelled like
story.
pumpkins.
Yeah, like it was just everything.
Yeah, it was really good. And it smelled like natural pumpkins, like walking through a pumpkin patch rather than like Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
So if you like theater, you're going to love Puppet Theater Captive Audience. So basically, it's like an old theater that's been abandoned, but also a puppeteer and a ballet dancer has been like maybe trapped in there, and they're like really, really interested in being able to perform again. So they're trying to like capture you and keep you there, right? Like as a captive audience, kind of like what the title says. But basically, they're just going to, murder you, take all your blood, and then also they're gonna give you like a really good like skeleton ballet dance, and then also a really good puppet show. So it might be worth it depending on how dedicated you are to like the craft of theater.
Just finished puppet theater. It was okay. What I did love was the smell of baby powder.
Baby powder.
It smelled extremely strong of baby powder, which was pretty interesting. I love puppets, so that was kind of fun. It definitely wasn't very scary, I wouldn't say.
No,
It seemed a bit predictable where the scares were going to happen is what it
Yeah, it really was that. It was just either too predictable or like it was very pretty to look at.
It was very aesthetically, and like as like a theater nerd, like it was very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
And they had like ballerinas, but they had hung themselves. I mean, there was like some really interesting things in there. Maybe we were in the wrong placement in line.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Kind of like with like Wicked Growth, we were like in the perfect
We were in a little bit too perfect placement for that one, but they had a dead Shakespeare that was a skeleton, and I thought that was really cool. So that was my favorite part about that house. I'm gonna give it 2 out of 5 scary clowns. Do you have any ice cream? Oh, hi. Oh, that looks delicious. Is it blood? Oh, yummy. Love that. Oh yeah, we can get up there. That's a great idea. 100%. Yay, chainsaws. Oh, it's a clown. Oh my God. Oh, you're so cute. Hi. You look so cool. I'm good. Thank you. Oh! That happened. Wow, you look beautiful. Oh, I love it. Looking stunning. I just need to show you guys, this is the line for Haunting of Hill House, and it goes all the way back, all the way, and it wraps all the way around. So I have to say that if you don't get Express Pass, I am not sure on busy nights if you'd be able to do all the houses. It would be very challenging. We still only have 2 hours left of the event, and we still have one more house to do, and we've been using Express and have been going pretty swiftly through everything, and we haven't even made it to all the scare zones yet. So it's definitely something to consider. It's definitely worth the money from what we can tell.
We've made it to the Haunting of Hill House. So apparently this is a show on TV, and there's this woman, and when she screams, like her eyes get kind of cloudy, but she also kind of looks like she needs to go to the chiropractor, to be honest. So this lady with the really bad neck problems, she lives in this house. And so she's like inviting us all into it, and like she's not really like the greatest host. Like she's really into like crab walking kind of backwards up the stairs. Like I get it, like in gym class, like I was never good at that activity, but like she really liked to show it off. And then there was also like a really tall guy, like in a suit. I'm assuming that's her boyfriend, or maybe this mummy guy is, not sure.
So we just finished. Oh my gosh, there's like bullfrogs over there.
Yeah.
We just finished with The Haunting of Hill House, which is apparently a Netflix show. If there was a show, like, they did like an island, like a Love Island UK house, or maybe like a Big Brother house, I think I'd know more about it. It wasn't very scary. I hate to say that. Everyone was saying how scary this house was, and maybe it was because so many people were like, this is the most scary house ever. Maybe I just didn't understand the story. Well, Alex said it wasn't scary either, so.
No, like I watched the series and I absolutely love it. I've seen actually the first season at least 2 times already. So.
Yeah, so it was okay. I'm gonna say 2 out of 5 scary clowns, only because I really liked the beginning, because you walk in and you see the actual house and it's really pretty, and also there's a tall man on stilts and I liked his outfit. So that's my super expertise on all horror shows. I like tall men and I also like a house. That is all.
But it's a beautiful house.
It was really pretty. Yeah.
Really, like for someone who's like seen the show, like it's beautiful to walk through, and a lot of great moments, but like not really scary. Not really scary.
Yeah.
But still fun.
So fun.
Welcome to Case Files Unearthed Legendary Truth. So this is a house where this guy really likes to hoard cardboard boxes and files and things. Like, he looks like a detective, but he also looks a little bit like Wayne from Wayne's World, which we're not knocking that. It was just an observation. So he really likes investigating alien things, and then also he's got a she-devil fetish and loves going to the club to watch she-devils like sing and like murder people.
So we just finished with Legendary Truth. I have to say, I think that was the longest house.
Yeah,
like,
actually.
It seemed really, really long. Not that that was a bad thing. It was pretty damn scary. There was a lot of good scares, I thought.
Very good scares.
And there was a lot of creatures in there that I didn't expect. There was like beasts, and there was like aliens, and there were like a dolly at one point. It was very interesting, but it had a really nice theming of like old school detective. It was set in like, was it set in New Jersey in 1991?
Well, so basically it's as if like somebody's doing the case files of these old stories.
Okay.
And so we're kind of going through all the case files. That's what I saw. So like that's why it's such a
that's why there's all the boxes. So there's tons of cardboard boxes that look like they have files in them.
Yeah.
Now it all makes sense.
And then it's as if like it kind of took him over at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was very. That's actually like one of my top 2.
I was gonna say like probably 3.5 spooky clowns, scary clowns. 3.5 out of 5. Yeah.
We are beat.
I'm dead.
It's 12. Oh, it's 12:03. So it's 12:03. We made it through all of the houses. Plus, because we got on the we got early entry, we were able to do the Icons house twice. So the first time that we did it, Jack won, which was really exciting. And then the second time that we did it, the director won. So that was really cool to see 2 different like storylines.
Yeah.
And we did get a lot of different scares in that one from the first one, so that was kind of interesting and fun.
It was fun. I think it's because there were certain places we were expecting to look, and then we actually weren't looking. That's when we're like, we're noticing different, like Lady Luck. Like I didn't realize Lady Luck the first. I didn't see her at all, and then so there's a lot of fun elements.
Yeah.
It's good.
It was a really fun house. So we are at Halloween Nightmare Fuel, which is the stage show. So they actually don't allow us to record in here, so we're not going to be able to record the show, which is kind of unfortunate. But there are a lot of vloggers who went to the media event that were able to actually record it. So I will link some of them down below if you're interested in actually seeing what that show looked like. But our feet are so hurt. I can't even believe how bad our feet hurt.
I'm so in pain right now.
I know, me too.
Oh my god.
But overall, I think it was a really fun event. It was so much fun. I think I might do a full review video and talk about my experience, just because it's different than what I would normally do on the channel, so maybe it would help someone that's not really into horror films. Favorite house?
Favorite house, I think, is still Wicked Grove.
Yeah.
Wicked Growth was honestly just like hands down so much fun. Legendary Truth though.
That was a good one as well.
Super fun. But yeah, Wicked Growth.
Yeah. My number one is Beetlejuice. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And then I also loved, I think the second one is Icons. And I loved when Jack won particularly. Like that was my favorite. So guys, it was so much fun. Thank you for being here. If you watched the whole video, I know that this isn't a typical thing that we do on our channel, but if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also be sure to subscribe down below and we will see you guys in the next video. TTFN, bye!